Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad, we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at DocSimmons17. Tonight, we got the usual gaggle of good-looking guys returning from the Christmas holiday. I'm going to go ahead and give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. Look up Country Air at Country Air Official on Facebook and Instagram, or Country Air Brand on Twitter. And I'll pass it off to the senior official.
What's up, guys? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, pound sign for the ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. How was the food this week, fellas? I imagine it was very good. I love a holiday where we can all eat.
Lots of waffles, lots of fruit.
There's nothing wrong with that. Sounds delicious.
Disappointing breakfasts, bro. Like Christmas, my mom always had a good breakfast. And then she said don't come over till like afternoonish. So I was like, all right. But I still expected some breakfast. Nothing. Nothing, bro.
I'm sorry.
So disappointed. We
Um,
were gonna do breakfast, but by the time we woke up for our Christmas Eve to do our breakfast, we were up wrapping stuff, getting the last minute Christmas gifts real quick, and then Packers were at halftime, so we had to leave and go to grandma's.
yeah, that's fair. It's fair. I was on breakfast duty all weekend, and I don't remember what I made. Um, but I cooked all weekend. Christmas dinner though was steak and crab legs. I remember that.
All weekend.
Didn't I make breakfast both days?
I'm pretty sure I made pancakes.
Okay.
I did grits.
Okay. So K Dot made pancakes. I made cheesy grit bowls. Like I couldn't remember.
We getting some steak and crab legs on the 30th.
No, we are not. It's like we'll get something fun.
I was just kidding.
We'll get something good. Don't worry. I've got some ideas. I've got some.
Steak and crab legs sound fire, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Christmas, my parents, my mom made Italian roast beef, no buns.
Oh,
There's no buns. And then
Yeah.
I think I'm just spoiled with Val's meatballs because my mom made some meatballs and I did not like them.
yeah. Hey. Mhm.
But
There's a new lady you love in your life. Then it's part
exactly.
of it. But the same lady we love is that banger of the week, Perch. What you got?
Ooh, this week's banger of the week. Good song. An oldie but a goodie. And a remake. Positively 4th Street by Jerry Garcia. Originally a Bob Dylan song, but the Jerry Garcia version hits like none other. Piano, guitar, voice, all music. Been listening to that song a lot. It's on many live versions, but yeah, I'd say one of the best songs. Just a beautiful song all the way around. And there's no snow hitting the ground, but if the snow was falling in December, it's a perfect winter song.
Yeah, it was very, very green, very warm Christmas we had.
We were talking about how it's colder for Halloween.
Yeah, probably. I considered breaking out the grill, and then I remembered that I had moved the grill to the new house. So that was sad. But yeah, Jerry Garcia, great singer. It was a Bob Dylan song. I'm sure it's good as well. I don't think I've heard this one. But yeah, that's why we have Banger of the Week. Discover new music. We're giving you a little bit of everything on the Take It Home podcast. Why don't we talk about, hey, did we watch anything this past week? I'm sure most of us had a 3-day weekend. I know we're traveling, home to home. We're catching the football games. Sad day for Tommy Cutlets. The honeymoon is over, but Perch, did you watch anything?
Yeah, some good AEW past couple weeks. That Continental Classic keeps getting better. The Jay White against John Moxley match was pretty damn good. And Moxley losing, which set up for a triple threat, which happened this week. And that triple threat between Swerve and Moxley and Jay White was out of this world.
Yes, it was very
Absolutely
good.
loved it. The three of those guys were phenomenal. That match, start to finish, was incredible. To close out a year, that was as good as it gets. At one point during the standoff between Swerve and Moxley, I just had a big smile internally and externally, just realizing these two guys love pro wrestling and they are on top of their game right now and doing it on a high level. So incredible match. Loved every moment of it, and especially the ending was incredible.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
And then that Eddie Kingston against Danielson match was phenomenal. Just a heel and a face, and the face prevailing in the end. Beautiful pro wrestling, very enjoyable, and yeah, harkens back to old school, and I really love it in a modern world.
Oh yeah, it was we've had some wars here tonight. The Continental Classic, the way it has gone up to these to the final match coming on Saturday. Um, been a great tournament. I think everybody has shown well. It's like it's amazing that Kingston was able to be in the finals for his bracket and pull out very hard fought win. Um,
Oh yeah, those stomps and everything.
yeah, was awesome. Very good showing. Loved it. Zach, what have you watched?
I mean, I watched a little bit of the AEW. I watched the Eddie Kingston, Brian Danielson match, but I didn't watch anything else prior. Um, Not a lot of wrestling. We watched more. Like we watched Ink Master and more like a Christmas movies. Like I got to what I finally saw the second part of the Christmas story. So the Christmas story Christmas. You ever
Oh,
see that
okay.
one?
Yeah. So you had never seen it?
No, I know it came out like a year or two ago, but we just never watched it. But what finally watched it. I like how it ends, where it ends, where the first begins.
Okay.
Super good. But oh, and then watched the new South Park special. It was pretty funny because my cousin when Christmas was rocking a tracksuit, so we were making jokes about his tracksuit and like comparing him to characters. So it was fun.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Um, I watched AEW's. It's been very good. Um, the Joe MJF thing has been awesome over the past few months and continues to be awesome. Super excited for, I guess, it's probably going to end up being the main event tonight. And seeing where that goes Saturday. Watched put our producer onto Eminence and Shadow over the weekend, which is a super fun anime that just makes fun of anime and all of its tropes. So definitely recommend that for my anime fans who missed out with season 2 this past season, and season 1, I think it was in the spring is when season 1 aired. Um yeah, just getting in actually a lot of anime watching over the weekend. Freaking JJK was super good last week, so watch that. Oh no, what did I watch? ECW banned from TV, the first one. I watched that over the weekend. Very good. I hadn't seen it. Match that made me wanted to watch it was my main man Lance Storm versus Rob Van Dam, which was awesome. Did notice though, God, those I I'm going to watch more ECW pay-per-views. I have like that might have been my first one. But woo, long show and so many people involved in every match. I'm just intrigued because I know Paulie's big thing was never doing the same thing. So it's like, okay, if this was this, what are the other ones like? What did he do to be different? So excited for that journey. Enough of what we're watching. Why don't we talk about what we did? Like I said, it was Christmas this past weekend. I know we were all with family. Let's go the other way. Zach.
Yeah. So this week I did have a match, fourth wall wrestling. I defended the ICW World Heavyweight Championship to Jackson King. And I got to hit him with I was pretty cool, got to do Lapika Lounge, defend the ICW World title back at Lapika.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a minute since it's been defended, so like ICW was back at Lapika when we broke in, and we had no chance of holding the ICW World title.
Not bad.
Now I'm out here defending it at the place at the world famous Lapika Lounge. Got to cap it off. Jackson was going for an elbow drop. I don't know why all these guys want to make fun of my elbow drop. But, I got to do the superplex off the top rope.
Tippy top, both of
Superplex.
y'all standing on the top.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
I was like, let's just see how these ropes felt. I felt a little confident. We went and yeah, I got the W. 1, 2, 3. Still the ICW World Heavyweight Champion. Still representing your mama's favorites. Still exuding all that golden retriever energy. Everything.
Nice.
And then Saturday was fucking panicking and a lot of last minute Christmas shopping, but found a lot of good deals, so it worked out well. Bro, Thursday my cousin calls me, he's like, hey, who do you have for Secret Santa? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, at the end of November, supposedly in our group chat, they said, hey, we're gonna do Secret Santa, $40. And I was like, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, gotta be up on your socials.
Well, like I'm glad my brother and my sister had no idea either, so it just sounded like it was a them three talking.
And
But,
they just decided for everybody else, didn't get any feedback.
exactly. But got the Christmas shopping done. Sunday went over to Val's mom's house, opened up presents, watched the football games, played a little football, um, hung out pretty much. Then Sunday had to wake up, do a drive to Indiana, did our Christmas at my parents' place, and then went over to my aunt's house, had dinner, and then watched the South Park episode. Has anyone seen the new South Park episode?
I have not seen it yet.
It's pretty much making fun of Prime Energy drinks and OnlyFans.
I did see the I mean I've seen like I guess post show ads because I've seen nothing but cred bottles everywhere.
Oh yeah, bro, you gotta have that cred.
Yeah, so I have seen some things. So yes, it looks very good.
My
That's another thing
cousin,
I'm gonna probably do here as I'm recovering is I need to catch up on South Park.
oh yeah, the newest one I think it's like only 45 minutes,
Mm.
so they're not long episodes. But it was funny because like my cousin was rocking the tracksuit for some reason. It was just like, am I going for a run? Am I casually going for a stroll? Who knows? But I'm in a tracksuit, and like we're just making nonstop jokes about him in a tracksuit. Like, I met my daughter's boyfriend. Am I in the mob? Maybe. Am I rocking a tracksuit? Definitely. So we were saying that he was Cartman and the cred bottles were tracksuits.
Oh, okay.
So it made it fun. And then we said that he was Randy trying to get tracksuits off as well. So there's two
Oh, and
different
I
stories.
did see one of the Randy OnlyFans scenes. Now that makes sense.
Yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, super funny. And then yeah, that was Monday. And then Tuesday drove home and slept all day. Pretty much like got home before noon, laid on the couch. I remember like waking up, it was like 4 o'clock and being like, oh, well, that was like 4 hours past.
like
But yeah,
something
like
you
really
needed.
fun. Hanging out with the family. Don't get to see them all the time, so hung out, but nice, relaxing weekend.
Hell yeah. Perch.
Yeah, fun time, good time relaxing with the fam. Enjoyable Christmas. And yeah, last week went to a concert at Navy Pier, Excision. It was some dubstep headbanging mosh pit, wildness, laser lights, rave, the whole works. Incredible. I've never been to one of those events, let alone been to one of those events without having a drink. But it was incredible. Had such a fun time, and yeah, I would definitely do it again. But let's go with an outdoor venue, even bigger next time. So love it, and I don't think I've ever heard anything as loud in my life. I can still feel it, and that music is so different for the
Yeah.
DJ who puts it together. It's like we hear a jingle, but he hears something, and his mind has to take it in a completely different way. Hear any song on the radio or any song out and about, because he takes any song or anything and creates it into a wild tune. He had a good Mario remix in there, and yeah, out of this world.
Original do.
No, it was off of Bowser's Castle,
Oh, okay.
and a visual to go alongside the
Ooh.
Bowser's Castle, and yeah, something incredible. The visuals that go along with it are what make it, like an 8K screen behind that's got tons of visuals that go alongside with the sounds. So yeah, it was a audio visual nerd's dream. A show like this.
All right. I, I guess I fall into that category a little bit.
Worth checking out. Check out Excision's Lost Lands.
Okay. Decision Lost Land. Put it in the queue. Uh, myself, lots of packing. Mostly done by our producer. As I did the cooking to keep the energy going. Lots of Pokemon. Been diving back into that, and that's been super fun. Um, and yeah, just sitting home chilling. We didn't go visit any family because of the move, because we're just busy with that. But it was just very chill overall weekend. No complaints. Matter of fact, when I'm done with this, I got to do some more packing. Gonna start packing up the gym. But yeah, it's just very, very chill. Which is, I can say, probably a bit different from what Christmases used to be. Not complaining, but that brings us to our topic tonight. Let's talk about some of our favorite Christmas memories. And I will go first. Playing Pokemon lately, especially around Christmas time, always takes me back to my first Pokemon game that I got for Christmas. And unfortunately, on Christmas Eve, there was a ice storm that took out the power in town for a week. So luckily this is a time where Game Boy still ran on batteries, but had no black backlights. So for the next week, I had my sweet new Pokemon Christmas present, and I played it by candlelight. I probably had a burn mark on my forehead, but I did not care. It was, some of the most fun I ever had. And then, it's winter, no power, no heat, everybody cuddled up. But me, here I am sitting at the table, uh, just by myself, deep in the video game, and definitely one of my favorite memories, and one that I will probably never forget because I don't think I'm stopped playing Pokemon. Perch, what about you?
Oh, that's a good one. That's classic. Um, I'd say one of my favorites was maybe 1997, 98, when the Nintendo 64 came out,
Mm.
and we ended up getting one for Christmas and opening that sucker and realizing, holy smokes, this is a new system. I was born into the Super Nintendo, so we always had one when I was younger. But this was the first brand new system that we ever had, and it was so revolutionary. And I remember we opened it. We're like, wow, think of the games. I remember there were commercials for games. I'd played at my friend's house before, and my brother ended up getting GoldenEye, which was sweet.
Mm.
And that, um, and I didn't have any games myself, so all the gifts were open. But then Pops was like, "Perch, you forgot one." And I was like, "Oh, I did." There was one in the back, and man, I'll be damned if it wasn't the shape of a video game box. I was like, "No way!" So I opened up that gift, and it was Stone Cold on the front cover of WWF Warzone.
Ah.
Oh my God, I still get chills just thinking about it right now. Yeah, Warzone with the creator wrestler and tag team matches, cage match, like a career mode in there too. Incredible. That game was so good, and my first ever Nintendo 64 game for a system that changed my life for sure, and opened my eyes to what video games could do. So that was a Christmas of, yeah, probably 98 maybe, and maybe 97, 98. And yeah, I loved it. Still remember it. One of the best moments.
Yeah, I think Warzone was probably the toe in the water before my addiction to wrestling video games that was soon to come.
Oh yeah, same here. And that was a big part of what got me into wrestling because it was popping at that time and magazines were good. Games kept getting better. Um, an honorable mention to when GameCube came out. Um, that Christmas, I got a GameCube and I got two games with it. Slugfest was one of them, which was such a good one. Baseball, but it was like NFL Blitz where you could be on fire and you could punch people and they could drop the ball.
Oh, okay. Was that like the baseball version of NFL or NBA Street?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. MLB Slugfest. Yeah, where you could be on fire and you could charge the mound.
All
Yep, that
right.
version. It was regular stadiums, which was cool. But yeah, it was you could be on fire and jack teams up. And WrestleMania 18 was the other video game that I got for the GameCube, and that was incredible with Hulk Hogan on the front and The Rock. Yeah, just an amazing video game for another amazing system that came out.
Yeah, it's GameCube. I mean, it's not even underrated. Those are so hard to find right now, so expensive. Yeah, actually that whole generation is very hard to find now. Zach.
I guess like one of my favorite memories was they used to have those fighting robot toys, like that you use little control and like you can like fight them. I
Hmm.
remember I opened up mine, and my brother didn't have one, my sister didn't have one, so I was like, "What the hell? Like, what the hell am I going to do for this robot by itself?" But then my mom was like, "Oh, we're going to your aunt's house," and she told me, like, "Make sure you bring it with me." When we got downstairs, all three of my cousins had one, so we got to like battle our robots out the whole time.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh, yeah, all my gifts were always like, "Wait till you get to your aunt's house, and it makes more sense." Me and my cousins were all into the same
There's a
thing.
part two to this. There's a
Yeah, like
Terminator Judgment Day of this.
it sucks that you're by yourself, but when you're over here, it'll be fun. But like I would say, that was a good memory. I know like getting like Perch said, like I remember getting GameCube and an N64 and those being big deals. Getting the Donkey Kong game or Mario, always getting a Mario Kart was always super fun. But
Mm.
I mean, I guess like a lot, like I guess another favorite memory was like our first Christmas with Jack. Just like I remember like buying a shit ton of presents, and then just like he was younger, so like he's not old anymore.
Yeah.
But uh, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have much. It's just mostly like all the time you spend with your family that you don't think about. I don't
No,
have
yeah.
nothing that sticks out to mind, but
No, it's yeah, no, the family moments matter too. Like I might not have been next to my family while I was playing Pokemon, but it was good for them to be around. Yeah. All right. Starting to wind down. Another short episode, but like it's just coming off the holidays. Why don't we talk about what we got coming up this week? I can kind of talk for me and Zach. Zach will be helping me move some stuff. Getting close to that moving date. Gotta move the big stuff. I need a big strong boy, and Zach is a big strong dog. What you
Yeah.
got coming up, brother?
Yeah, Saturday we'll be going over to Doc's house, helping him move anything he needs help moved out. And then Sunday just going back to Indiana. I always go out there for New Year's Eve, so we're going back out there with Jack so he can open up his presents for my parents and hang out and then do the drive home Monday night Monday.
Okay. Another sleep in the afternoon for you.
Exactly.
Perch, what you got coming up?
Yeah, this weekend we'll be kicking it on the East Coast in Atlantic City for Game Changer Wrestling, little GCW New Year's. Saturday, it's the NGI, the old Nick Gage Invitational. Really excited for that. Done a couple of those already in Chicago. This time it'll be out in Atlantic City at the Showboat. So it'll be an all-day tournament on Saturday. And then Sunday, we've got Jersey Championship Wrestling kicking it off with the Battle Bowl. Fun stipulations, tag team matches, and fun matchups. And then after that, a GCW show as well, with a big rumble on there. So it should be some fun action. The GCW shows will be on Fight TV, and the JCW show will be on YouTube. And yeah, really excited. Always a fun time in Atlantic City at the Showboat.
Hell yeah. All right, and with that, I think it's about time we start taking it home. So, Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
I have nothing right now. I'm kind of distracted by this AEW main event.
Yeah, I think all of us are watching it. This is always a problem when we record on Wednesdays. Perch, any final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, Sky Blue turning dark. Very cool.
Yeah, I just posted about it, looking like a black lady from Sailor Moon. Yeah, with
Very
the
cool.
hairdo.
And Elena Black last night on NXT, killing it just the same. Very cool to see those two rocking it as a couple of bad heels in the business right now.
Yep. And for me, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment some of your favorite Christmas memories down below. Follow us on all social medias. Tell promotions to book us because we want to wrestle and ref in front of you in the year 2024. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.
Yeah.